Hello everyone. So in previous video we have understand about the AWS Kinesis. In this particular video we are going to do a practical. So first let us recap. So when we use AWS Kinesis, whenever you have to deal with the real-time data, whenever you want to process a real-time data, then we generally go for the AWS Kinesis. We have a three services in AWS. One is the AWS Kinesis data stream. So this generally we use for the real-time data. So if anyone is generating any event and on that time only if you want to process that data, then you will go for the data streaming. The second one is the Amazon Data Firehose. So this is not a real time, it is a near real time. But this generally we also use for the storing into the S3, Redshift and all also. So data stream generally we use for the real-time data processing. Amazon Data Firehose we use for the near real-time data processing and also storing into the final destination. And the third one is the Apache Flink, which we generally use for the data analytics perspective. So what actually we are going to do in this particular practical, we are going to use a Kinesis Firehose. So AWS provide one AWS sample data streaming, so that actually we are going to use. With the help of that actually we'll try to create a data streaming data and we'll try to store into the Amazon S3. So that is the practical we are going to do. So I will click on the Amazon Firehose, data Firehose. Click on the create Firehose streaming. What is your source? So source you can see Kinesis data stream. There can be a multiple pipeline which you can develop, like the data is coming through a Kinesis data stream and then it is coming to the data Firehose and then it is storing into the S3. So in that case you will use Amazon Kinesis data stream, but as of now we are going to do a practical and based on the direct put which AWS provide the testing data streaming. So for that we are going to use a direct put. So I'll select that. What is your destination? Destination is S3. We want to store into the S3. So I will select that. You can see the streaming name. It is giving by default this, but you can give your name also. Any name you can give here. Now second is the transformation. If you want to perform any kind of the cleaning activity, that also you can do with the help of the AWS Lambda, but as of now we are not going to do. That's why I am not selecting this transformation and all. And the destination setting where actually you want to store your data. So for that I want to store into this particular bucket, so I'll select that. So in this particular bucket my streaming data will save, and after that partition, if you want to have a dynamic partition, that actually you can enable it, but it will charge extra cost, so we are not going to do that. And after that you can see the prefix time zone and all, so we'll go by default with that. And advanced setting you can see it will create one IAM role with the basic properties, so we are good with this. So I'll just click on the Firehose stream. So you can see this is the particular Firehose stream which got created. Status is creating. Destination we are going to store into the Amazon S3. Data transformation we haven't enabled, so that's why not enabled it is showing. And dynamic partition also we haven't enabled, and the source is the direct put. So if in the case of the Kinesis data stream, the source will be the direct put. Now in the bottom you can see you can monitor whatever the data is getting streamed. Now you can see test with the demo data. So the AWS provide to test your streaming. So this is the data, the Tika symbol, and this is kind of the JSON data. So whenever I will start sending demo data, so this particular data will get saved into the Amazon S3 bucket. So that this particular data only we are going to use. So I'll click on the start sending demo data. So it is now going to store into the data Firehose, but it will take time because we are using a data Firehose. So there will be some lag in storing a data. In the case of the Kinesis data stream, real-time data we use, but in the case of the data Firehose for processing it takes time. So let's wait for that. But in the bottom you can monitor all the things like what is the incoming bytes, how many counts, how many incoming records is coming. So let's wait for a couple of minute. and after that you will see when you will go to the this particular bucket, right? When you will refresh, you will see the data start coming. Now also you can see the data started coming. Now if I'll click here, so it is coming like a in the folder structure. You can see one data came. If I'll open this, if I'll click this, and if I'll click on the download, let me save this, let me open this. So this is the particular one which I have downloaded now, 838 one. Let me show you notepad. You can see change price sticker symbol, like that the data is coming. If you will wait for a couple of more time, you will see more data will be available here. So if you will start refreshing, the data stream is continuously flowing, but there will be some lag. Okay, so let's wait for that couple of time. So you can see the data is keep on sending. So ticker symbol, sector change and price we saw, right? And this kind of the data is continuously going there. So when you will do a practical, please make sure like once you complete this practical, please delete all the firehose stream, otherwise you may get charged. So that is the practice. So once you complete this practical, stop sending demo data you have to do and click on the delete firehose stream, and also if possible delete the S3 bucket also. So that's why we want to avoid all the kinds of the costs which if any AWS is charging, because these are all the heavy services, so you may get charged. Okay, so that's why we are not doing that. So that is the best practice. So once you complete the practical, delete all the service. So if AWS is charging, so that will be a very minimum. Okay, yeah, that's it in this video. Thanks for joining.